Behind the dazzling spotlight of Motown and beyond, there were stories the public was never supposed to hear. Stories of secret romances, power struggles, and scandals that shook the music world. From Aretha Franklin to Mary J. Blige, these divas not only changed music forever, but also lived through controversies that defined an era. Tonight, we uncover the untold stories of 15 R&B queens whose lives were just as dramatic as their voices. That way, you still get the mystery, drama, and appeal that draws viewers, but you're not boxing these women into harmful stereotypes like slept with everyone. Number 1. Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul in the Shadows. Aretha Franklin was hailed as the Queen of Soul, a woman whose voice became the soundtrack of a generation. Yet behind the respect and the Grammys, there were whispers. Rumors tied her name to fellow legends like Sam Cooke and Marvin Gaye. The press painted her as both untouchable and endlessly scrutinized. She sang respect, but rarely received the same respect in her private life. She was judged for every rumored romance, every late-night headline. For Aretha, love was both a sanctuary and a battlefield. What makes her story so powerful is not the gossip, but her resilience. Through the shadows, she kept singing, reminding the world that even legends long for love and healing. Number 2. Tammi Terrell, Motown's Fragile Rose. If Aretha embodied power, Tammi Terrell represented fragility. Her duets with Marvin Gaye, songs like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, captured the purest kind of love. But behind the studio walls, Tammy's life was full of conflict. Her romance with David Ruffin of The Temptations burned bright, but left scars. Rumors swirled about other Motown stars drawn to her, from Smokey Robinson to Marvin himself. When Tammi collapsed in Marvin's arms on stage, the image became legendary. Some said it was fate. Others whispered of love too deep to admit. Her untimely death froze the whispers in time, leaving us with a story, equal parts tragic and eternal. Number 3. Chaka Khan, Fire That Couldn't Be Contained. Chaka Khan didn't just sing passion, she lived it. She blazed into Studio 54 in the late 70s like a goddess of fire, and the rumors followed everywhere she went. Linked to musicians from Prince to Rick James, Chaka embodied the wild, untamed spirit of funk and soul. Later in life, she admitted, "I lived fast, I loved fiercely, and I have no regrets." And that's the truth of Chaka Khan. Every rumor only added to her legend. She wasn't defined by who she may or may not have loved. She was defined by her refusal to live small. Number 4. Diana Ross, the diva and the mogul. Few divas carried as much mystique as Diana Ross. The world was stunned when it was revealed that her daughter was fathered by Berry Gordy, the founder of Motown itself. Suddenly, Diana wasn't just the label's shining star, she was tied directly to its king. Rumors claimed she also shared romances with Hollywood elites and powerful businessmen. Yet what set Diana apart was how she handled the gossip. She didn't run from it. She turned it into part of her brand. Every scandal only made her seem more untouchable, more glamorous. Diana Ross didn't just rise above the rumors, she used them to secure her throne as one of music's most unforgettable divas. Number 5. Whitney Houston, Angel in Turmoil. Whitney appeared on stage like an angel, her voice soaring to heights no one could reach. But behind the brilliance was a private life filled with chaos. Her marriage to Bobby Brown became one of the most infamous sagas in music history, but whispers went further. Rumors of a secret romance with her closest friend, Robin Crawford, painted Whitney in a more vulnerable light, a woman longing for love in a world that demanded perfection. The tragedy of Whitney is that the world demanded her to be flawless. But her cracks, her scandals, her pain are what made her human. Number 6. Anita Baker. The quiet storm with loud secrets. Anita Baker was known for her calm elegance, her quiet storm voice. Yet her silence became a canvas for rumors. Industry insiders whispered of secret affairs and hidden romances. Whether true or not, Anita's refusal to confirm or deny only fueled the stories. To the public, she became a paradox. The woman who sang love songs so beautifully, yet seemed to guard her own heart with unbreakable walls. Number 7. Janet Jackson, the untouchable mystery. Janet's career was built on bold artistry, but her private life? That was pure mystery. From a whirlwind secret marriage to James DeBarge, to her high-profile romance with Jermaine Dupri, Janet's love life became a riddle fans tried to solve for decades. The most shocking rumor? That Janet secretly had a child with DeBarge. Neither ever confirmed it, but the story became one of music's most enduring myths. Janet was called untouchable but never alone, a woman whose secrets were always just out of reach, but whose presence never faded. Number 8. Mary J. Blige, the Queen of Heartbreak. Mary J. Blige turned pain into music. Songs like Not Gone Cry became anthems for women everywhere. But her private life mirrored her lyrics. Her messy divorce from Kendu Isaacs became a public spectacle, exposing betrayal and heartbreak. And long before that, whispers tied her to industry heavyweights like Sean Diddy Combs, Nas, and Method Man. Mary rarely denied the rumors. Instead, she poured her truth into her songs. For fans, every ballad felt like a diary entry, proof that the queen of hip-hop soul lived her art. Number 9. Toni Braxton, A Heartbreaker's Heartbreaks. Toni Braxton gave the world Unbreak My Heart. But her real-life romances were just as dramatic. Rumors tied her to comedian Eddie Murphy, shocking fans. Later, her relationship with Birdman, the tattooed rap mogul, stunned the industry. Toni herself once admitted her love life was more complicated than any of her ballads. And maybe that's why her songs cut so deep. Because behind every lyric, I don't want to, was a woman who knew heartbreak too well. Number 10. Faith Evans, Between Two Legends. Faith Evans was forever linked to one of hip-hop's greatest tragedies, the murder of her husband, the notorious Blige. But the scandal that rocked the world was the rumor that Faith had an affair with Tupac Shakur, Biggie's biggest rival. Tupac even hinted at it in his music, making the story immortal. Later, her marriage to producer Stevie J kept her name in the tabloids. Through it all, Faith remained defiant. I have nothing to hide. And maybe that's why her name still sparks debate today. Number 11. Erykah Badu, the High Priestess of Scandal. Erykah Badu wasn't just a singer. She was a force of nature. Her partners included geniuses like Andre 3000, Common, and Jay Electronica. And here's the wild part. Every man who left her seemed transformed, creating some of the most brilliant work of their careers. The press called her the woman who could turn anyone into a poet. Whether you call it magic, mystery, or myth, Erykah leaned into the legend, never confirming, never denying, always keeping the world guessing. Number 12. Brandy, America's sweetheart with rumors. In the 90s, Brandy was America's sweetheart. But fame came with rumors. Her teenage romance with Wanya Morris of Boys the Secondou Men shocked fans due to the age gap. From there, Brandy was linked to Usher, and even members of Jagged Edge. Though she tried to protect her clean image, the scandals proved how hard it was to grow up in the public eye. Number 13. Ashanti, the Princess of R&B. Ashanti's relationship with Nelly made headlines for years, but whispers about her chemistry with Ja Rule, her Murder Inc. collaborator, never went away. Whether true or not, her duets with Ja Rule were so passionate that fans couldn't help but speculate. Ashanti remained silent, letting the music speak, while the rumors fueled her mystique. Number 14. Keyshia Cole, R&B's drama queen. Keyshia Cole wore her heart on her sleeve. Her marriage to NBA player Daniel "Boobie" Gibson played out on reality TV, and their bitter breakup became a media frenzy. After that, every cryptic tweet, every rumor of a new romance, whether with rappers or fellow artists, became part of her public story. Fans called her the drama queen of R&B, but others saw her as raw, real, and unafraid to live out loud. Number 15. Kehlani, Love in the Spotlight. Finally, there's Kehlani, a modern diva who refuses to hide. From Kyrie Irving to YG to Party Next Door, every chapter of her love life has played out in real time on social media. But instead of letting rumors control her, Kehlani controls the narrative. She lives authentically, confirms or denies relationships on her own terms, and turns her vulnerability into power. Kehlani shows us what it means to be a 21st-century diva, unfiltered, unapologetic, and unforgettable. These 15 divas weren't just singers. They were women who lived lives as dramatic as their music. Behind every rumor was a human story of love, longing, and resilience. Scandals may have shaped their public images, but their voices shaped history. And in the end, that's what remains: the music, the power, and the legacy. If you found this journey eye-opening, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And let us know in the comments, which diva's story shocked you the most? Because this is only the beginning. There are countless more untold stories waiting to be revealed.